here again with Brian Sanchez, talking about all kinds of fun stuff that I really get excited about. We're going to talk about NAD today. We like to talk about peptides and TRT and all this crazy stuff, but it's healthy. And I'll tell you a little bit about what we're doing, what I'm doing, Brian, but thanks for being with us.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. Let's talk about NAD plus.
All right. So if you guys have been listening, you know that I am just a treatment freak. I'm a kid in a candy store when I go to the clinic, and I can get a Plaque X, I can get glutathione, chelation, NAD. NAD is one that I've done multiple times. ALA, lots of different drips, vitamin bags stuffed with amino acids and minerals and so on. So a lot of fun drips that I know are healthy for me, but I never feel anything. But I'm going to tell you, as we get going on in this, I'm going to tell you what I have felt and what has blown my mind. But I really want to emphasize all these things that I've done. I haven't felt anything, not negative or positive. Not the next day, not the day after, nothing. A lot of people will get a IV drip and they won't feel good. But me, it's like neither negative nor positive. So, Brian, we're working with a company and you're going to start NAD. And what that is it's a microdose every day for about a month. And I've already been doing it for about 2.5 months. So you're getting ready to start that. Any initial thoughts on trying this? I mean, my prediction is that what you felt from the TRT, and I don't know, because everyone's different, but I got a little bit, tell you at least a little bit about my experience with this. If you guys are looking for health and fitness tips, especially for older adults, please subscribe to the channel. If you are looking to research or buy NAD, glutathione, or other peptides, hit the link in this description. This is a place that I've thoroughly vetted. I've been buying peptides from them for many years. I trust them. A doctor will approve your order, write a prescription for you, and you will get it from a compounding pharmacy. Most importantly, you will get it from a reputable pharmacy. So hit the link and use the promo code Vitality3 and you will get $10 off anything that you buy. But the TRT changed your life. Mentally, emotionally,
Yes,
physically.
Yes.
Are you ready for the NAD?
Hey, I'm a big chicken, everybody. And Steve will tell you, I'm not as brave when it comes to hitting these different supplements. But I'm intrigued now that I've started to learn about all of these things in a very positive side. And I don't doubt for 1 second what Steve's talking about NAD plus, this one specifically, isn't something that we can all benefit from. The TRT side of things has really changed the clarity in my mentality and things that I can do, my energy levels in a way that I could have never imagined. And so I'm going to take this challenge, Steve, but let me throw this at you. What do you say we try, and maybe we have a little gentleman's
Yeah.
here or something,
maybe we have lunch or something.
for a cup of coffee or something.
I have a little challenge for you.
How about if I do this for 30 days, how about we do a story for everybody and people come on and join us where we see what happens to me for 30 days and then I come off of it. Let's see how I operate after that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's
what is
awesome.
Your prediction on that?
Let me tell you guys first, we're going to put a link below in the description where I get NAD. That's important because whether it's TRT or a peptide, NAD is a coenzyme, you need to make sure you're getting the real deal. So you need to make sure that this is prescribed from a doctor and it's coming from a legitimate, high quality compounding pharmacy. So now you know that you have the best of the best. And there's a number of pharmacies out there. I've been doing this for many, many years. So you will see the link. Listen to my story. I mean, don't just run to the link right now. Listen to my story of what I felt when I started this. Is this going to be that way for you? I don't know. Is Brian going to respond like this? I don't know, but I'm going to tell you what's happened to me, and I'm amazed. Because you got to remember, I'm doing all these drips right in the vein, and I don't really feel anything. I've done NAD drips, and I didn't really feel anything except for like my head was going to blow off. Kind of felt like that. So you'd have to go really slow. I'm sitting there for 2.5 hours doing an NAD drip. So I'm going to tell you what happened with me, and then I'm going to give a little prediction, which will go into our little, whatever you want to call it, challenge. So
Challenge accepted. Go.
I started taking this microdose of NAD, which is about 30 milligrams a day, every day.
Yeah.
And it was about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And this is in addition to the TRT. I just want to be totally upfront and honest about what my protocol is. So everyone knows we're not doctors. I'm just giving you my kind of testimony, my experience of what happened. So it was about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And man, did I feel it. I told my wife, I go, babe, I'll be right back. She's like, where are you going? I'm going to go down to the park and run wind sprints. I had all this energy. I'm over 60. And NAD, I've been told, diminishes. You lose 15% of it every 10 years, starting at age 20. So by the time you're over 60, like me, you don't have any left. So, but I'd done these big blasts of it, and I didn't really feel anything. But it was that microdose every day. It's like, I don't know if this is placebo. I don't know if this is in my head, but I don't think it is, because I really didn't feel anything, any of these other drips, and most people do. Most people get an NAD drip and they feel phenomenal. I didn't feel that. It was the microdose. And now it's maybe 2.5, 3 months later that I've been doing this, and it seems like it's getting better every day. You know, it's like, wow. In the morning I'm talking to my wife, and it's like, and she's like, what is wrong with you? I go, It's like, I can't describe it. So you're going to try this, and we're going to see what happens to you. And I think after a month, I don't think you're going to want to stop. You're going to find a way to keep it in your budget, and we'll see what happens. So any initial thoughts?
Well, first off, I'm impressed that you turned into Benny the Jet, strapped on your PF Flyers, and wanted to cruise the park like a champ doing wind sprints. That's fantastic.
I didn't hurt anything. Didn't pull any muscles or anything. I'm like,
didn't come up, didn't pull a hammy, nothing like that. No blowouts. Hey, look, in my understanding, and I've been looking at NAD plus specifically, I understand this is supposed to help your clarity, your mentality, supposed to give you an energy. I understand that. This has to do with the ATP in the system. For those of you who don't know, ATP is our energy coming in from molecules, proteins, fats, carbs. And it enhances this, if I understand this, in a very good way. And, so all of you know this commitment I'm making with Steve. I'm not doing this with just me and Steve. I can assure you again, Steve said something that's very important. We're not doctors. I will be sharing everything him and I are talking about with the doctors I use in my age management so that I have other professional eyes. I think it's important to do that only because then we have some legitimate minds behind it, not just two guys dragging knuckles doing sprints in the park. Yeah. But maybe what we do is when I start this, if this goes down, I want you guys to go down to Lampy Park, and you're going to see two old guys doing sprints, taking each other on. This could get really hilarious.
Yeah,
But no, let's
it's
do this,
like,
Steve.
and then I tell my wife because I do a lot of my work from at home. I'm at home now, and I've got a pull up bar in there. I got a step up block out in the entryway. She's like, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to my office." "I thought you were done." "I'm doing pull ups. I'm going in there to do pull ups." I mean, I can pump off 10 pull ups, wait a minute, and then pump off another 10 pull ups. I can do that. I don't know. I haven't really tested it, but 7 or 8 times. I'm kind of an old guy. And then I go and I'm doing step offs off this big block. And it's like, my wife's looking at me, "What is wrong with you? Yeah, give me some of that, So we'll see what happens. Again,
I'm looking forward to it.
everything we'll talk about it. We'll give you explanation of what you can do in the description. And we're excited to partner with this company. And I'm really excited to see what it does with you because, you hear me say all the time, everyone's different. I don't know. You might not notice anything, but it's a natural occurring substance. It's a coenzyme. Your body loses it as you age. It's amazing. And I've done tests with mashed potatoes, and it's like I can barely spike my glucose. Look, and I'm not saying that that's how it's going to be with everyone. I'm just saying it seems to me, again, I'm not a doctor, and you got to talk to your own doctors about this. It seems like my insulin sensitivity is through the roof. And I told you
Right on.
before we started talking that I ate 3 cups of mashed potatoes on an empty stomach. Now, normally when I do that, my glucose doesn't spike out of crazy, nutty, stupid stuff, but normally that would have spiked my glucose to 170, and it would have stayed at about 115. It would have dropped down to about 115, 120. It would have dropped down to there in about 3.5 hours. It would have dropped down if I wouldn't have eaten anything after that.
Right.
It would have stayed at 110, 115, probably for the rest of the day until the next morning if I just did that to my body with mashed potatoes. So it spiked about an hour and 15 minutes later. My glucose spiked at about 110. About 20 minutes later, it was back under 90. I'm like going, what the heck is going on? Again, I can't emphasize enough. Is that going to happen to you? I hope so, but I don't know. Everybody's body responds differently, and you got to do your own research. You got to test it. I've been experimenting on myself since I was 16, since I was 15, taking all kinds of, bee pollen or cod liver oil or brewer's yeast. That stuff's horrible. But if I thought it'd be good for me, I tried it. So um, you just got to go check it out. Hit the link, go check it out. And we're going to see what it does to Brian. And that's going to be fun, Brian.
Yeah, we're going to document this journey. Just stay focused on our videos. You'll see them start popping up. Steve gets them lined up because he's got mad skills that way. And we'll talk about this journey. We're going to go 30 days and see how this rides out. And I will keep track of my stuff. I will let you know how my workouts are going. Again, for those of you that follow us, my big deal with age management programs and testosterone replacement programs is keeping mental clarity and just having a good sense of balance in your day. So none of this stuff that Steve and I are doing is designed to make us bodybuilders or anything like that. We're well beyond that in our age group, and we're well beyond the whole ego lift. We want to do this to try to create a better life. So come on, join us on this ride. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, this is my passion. And like I keep saying, everyone's different. And you eventually will put my whole protocol together. What are my macros? How many carbs do I eat? When do I eat those? How do I eat them? How do I adjust that? How much protein do I eat? All of that. So I'm working on getting my whole protocol. This is what my exercise program is. This is how I modify it. This is what happens in a month. So you'll be able to see all that because I'm pretty fit for an over 60 guy. And, I've always been into this and I'm having fun with it. And I just want to hopefully change some other lives out there where people just go, wow, I feel better than I ever have. Because you don't have to be limping into the grocery store and, you know, sitting on the couch all day. You can start somewhere. So we're working on that too. So it's going to be fun, Brian. Thanks for your input. I'm so excited. I took my NAD a few hours ago. So we will talk to you soon. Thanks for being with us.
All right. I'm going to take a nap. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.